Hi guys, I was thinking about something that I wanted to shed a little bit of light on that a lot of people probably don't understand. We can use blind obedience all we want, but it leads to error, sin, and suffering. So when we go to a religion, we can be blindly obedient to them, but if we do, we might be serving their purpose instead of God's. So when we worship God, we would want to do it with obedience, yes, but not blind obedience, because that breeds sin and error, and we mislead ourselves that way. So when we worship God, we want a divine relationship with God on our own. And we also want to make sure that we have a mix of experience and farsightedness with our decisions in it, because when we make these decisions, there's a payout, a deep learning, a depth, a tunnel vision, maybe not a limited vision, but an actual experience. For us to be leaders of a household, for a man to be a good leader, he needs a mix of experience and knowledge. Because we can be blindly obedient all we want, but we mislead ourselves by serving the purpose of someone else, is my point. So my belief is that if you want to stay free from sin and error, that you always serve God above men. And there is a scripture that says it. It says that serve God above men. So that means that God comes first. So number one, God comes first. It's the relationship with God. A religion is just crowd control. It serves a group of people to meet their needs. It teaches them. It's whether they teach them the correct, appropriate things for them, or are they misleading them and spreading injustice, extremism? Because all those things would be criminal. It would be crime. So, see, there's sin and error bred into that, see? So those things would actually be incorrect for a person searching and seeking God. So the thing is about that is, like, if we're worshiping God, we need to learn alone in a relationship with praying with Him, away from other people, and learn right from wrong, and gain experience, wisdom, and knowledge. And that is how you become a good leader. Because we don't lead by error and sin. And if we do, it breeds suffering. So we should not actually do that. So just remember that when we serve a religion or a purpose or some sort of purpose, let it be a godly purpose, and let's research it and let's make sure that it serves God. Because it's always God first, God above men. That God's the soulless that is the perfect, the perfect knowledge, the perfect maker of us, who teaches us right from wrong. And if we go by leading ourselves in blind obedience, we have sin and error. And so the whole story of Adam and Eve is about the sin and error. And God's trying to make atonement for that and fix that sin. So you see, if we're still sinning in it, we're not keeping the promise of God. But if we use knowledge and wisdom and learn how to lead correctly, then we are. But if you're part of a religion, make sure you're serving God's purpose and your own, and not some human being's purpose. Because if it's a corrupted purpose, you're serving that corrupted purpose, see? You have to be in a divine relationship with God to benefit and actually keep His promise. If you do that, then you get rewarded, like Luke 10:19 says, and nothing will harm you. And in Isaiah and Jeremiah, it talks about Zion, where He's buying people from the earth and repurchasing them with Jesus' blood so that He can become king in the new kingdom and rule over us all. And for me, I want to be up in that heaven, but I want to take a lot of men and sisters and heavenly people with me. So I think it all depends on your hope, because we all have different hopes, and wherever you want to go in life, well, you should make your goals appropriately to that. You should appropriate them to that. If you want to go to heaven, you want to go to earth, For me, I want to do good things on earth while I'm here that lives for a godly purpose. Because I want a godly purpose. I want a reward. I want an afterlife. And that's the payout. If you follow God's promise, then you do well for yourself. And that's the way life works. Because He's the one that's made and designed the universe. So that's the reward and the protection.